Don't mind my hair, I literally just woke up. This video is about the huge shift in content right now. And the big shift that's happening right now is going from quality to speed. Okay, the word distribution is the most important word for content now, and I'll tell you why. The creators that are getting the most amount of views, that are growing their business the most exponentially, are the ones that are posting 3-4 times a day. They're leveraging content amplification, which is taking one topic and turning it into multiple different posts. And this used to be called content arbitrage when Gary Vee would talk about it, when you would just like record a podcast video and you would get a blog out of it, you get a podcast out of it, visual podcast for YouTube, you get an audio podcast out of it for Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever. But now content amplification, which is similar to content distribution, is a whole different topic. This is all about like taking one topic and like turning it into a carousel post and turning it into a clone video and turning it into a skit and writing it out as a LinkedIn post and just making one topic multiple different posts in multiple different formats for multiple different channels. It's wild, and it's something that I'm really focusing on in 2026. And that gets back to the point of speed. Speed, 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 speed. Okay, you as an entrepreneur, as a 7-figure entrepreneur, let's say you're a C-suite executive at a huge media company or an ad agency, or maybe you're a doctor, okay? You need to be able to make your own content so that when you have an idea and you wanna freaking make a video, you can take out your phone, record a video, you can edit the video, and you can post it. Now look, if you wanted to send it to an editor, that's fine. But the idea is we need to be able to make content spontaneously on the spot, okay? So the creators that are the most talented right now are the creators that are the fastest, all right? Sam Gaudette, for example, Dan Martell's creative director, he helped Dan Martell go from like 10,000 subscribers to like literally 3 million subscribers. Okay, this guy just started building his personal brand himself on Instagram, and he's posting 2 times a day. And he's editing videos in Instagram edits, and they're not super high quality edits, but he's fast. So he goes from idea to post quickly. And that is what this presentation is about. So speed is the new advantage, all right? So quality wins every single time. How do we get better? We make more videos, we get in more reps, we take more swings at the plate. So the only way that you are going to create better content with better hooks, better value, better storytelling, and better results is if you make more videos. Okay, we can no longer spend 2 hours making a video, all right? We need to go from idea to record, to edit, to post in like less than 20 minutes, okay? And for someone like me who's edited thousands of videos, in 2022, I edited over 1,500 videos myself, which is 8 videos a day. I've come to a point where like every month I get so much faster. So, you know, this video, for example, I went from ideation to like posting in probably less than 25 minutes, this entire YouTube video, right? So here we go. So obviously leveraging AI is really important too. And that's something that I left out of this presentation. Is we want to leverage AI as much as possible, but we don't want to use AI to write our scripts. We just want to use AI for research and ideation. All right, so quality wins every single time. How do you get higher quality? By posting more. How do you post more? By being faster. We can't spend 2 hours on a video, okay? So imperfection is now an advantage because there's so much AI slop out there. Okay, this imperfection content is more authentic, it's more raw, it's gonna perform better. Perfect content no longer works. When there were 4K drone shots coming out in 2017, 2018, people were wowed. Every time you see an amazing drone shot, you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. Now you see a sick drone shot, you're like, what are they trying to sell me? Okay, any video that looks perfect comes off as an ad. Subconsciously, you think it's an ad. And that's why UGC content has gotten so popular, because we want imperfect, authentic, raw content. That's like, it's not a secret anymore that raw, authentic content wins, okay? And raw, authentic content is easier to make. So all you have to do is just learn how to make a video and you'll be able to grow your personal brand without spending any money. I haven't spent any money growing my personal brand besides maybe video edits and stuff, and like obviously on equipment and things like that. But this video I'm making right here from the comfort of my home office on a Sunday morning because I'm bored and just like felt inspired to make content isn't costing me any money. And there's people that are gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, yo, Zach knows what he's talking about. Maybe I should hire Zach to come into my financial services business, or come into my life insurance agency, or come into my mortgage business and help me grow my personal brand, because that's what I do, all right? So imperfection is now the advantage. The CEO of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, even said it himself. Like, people are looking for authenticity. How do you create authenticity? Imperfection. Come on, guys. All right, next up, the hard truth about done for you content. So this is where I'm gonna be very vulnerable, okay? If you're still watching up until now, this is where I'm gonna really like expose myself. like verbally. Okay, so agencies like my agency are going to become obsolete and irrelevant because with all the tools now and how easy it is to make content and the advantage of making raw, authentic content, agencies are no longer going to be as valuable, all right? So what am I doing? Obviously, I'm going to continue to grow my agency. We're going to get to 50,000 a month before I even think about pivoting, but we are going to become more creative directors, all right? Content is an art. It used to be a science, now it's an art. And you're an artist. And the way you storytell verbally, and the way you storytell through visual assets, and the way you storytell through the different kinds of formats that you're creating, that is the value. That is the originality. Science is an art, not a science. And that's really important. So that's basically as far as like the done for you stuff. Like I don't think solopreneurs, mainly solopreneurs, like if you're a financial advisor, you're a life insurance agent, you're a mortgage broker, you're a personal injury attorney, you're like a dentist or something like that, like you can't really rely on like an agency to come in and like just, you know, do their independent contract work, freelance type stuff. Like you need to have an in-house media team. You need to have an in-house media team that you pay $80,000 a year to, and you got a full-time content creator. You don't need fancy cameras. Like obviously a podcast setup would be cool, but all you need is an iPhone. All right, next up. So you must become the content machine, all right? You need to know how to research. You need to know how to record fast. You need to know how to edit simply, and you need to know how to distribute everywhere. And content amplification is the module or the idea that we're going to, you know, kind of get into so that we can take one topic and turn it into multiple different formats of content and distribute that content on multiple platforms, all right? So stop waiting, start posting. You don't need better gear. You don't need better ideas. You don't need more time. You just need to speed. You need speed, repetition, and you need volume. So that's my presentation for today on the importance of speed and distribution more so than the quality of your videos.